Hope it's working. Stop streaming, start streaming. I think it's working. Hey guys. I'm hoping it's working. It doesn't really tell you if it's actually broadcasting or not, so I'm just hoping for the best. G'day! Welcome to the stream. I've just decided out of the blue just to come and make a video while I'm making a Anzac biscuit brew. I thought I'd share it with you guys as well. Hope you like it. I've got 3 cameras set up. I know I said it's spontaneous, but I did set these up a while back and I've just decided to see how it all goes. If I'm too loud, let me know. I do need to do a couple of things beforehand. Hang on. Won't take a sec. We need to bring up scene tools, captions, captions. Sorry guys. Scene selection, nope. Docs, here we go. I need the live control panel. Oh, really? Wants me to sign in? Alright. I'll bring you, you can probably see me anyway, and I'm looking at the wrong camera anyway. Sorry, this one. I'm looking at the wrong camera. See, spontaneous. What are you going to do? I've just got to set it up. I haven't finished. It's, like I said, it's spontaneous, so I'll just quickly go and fix it all. As you can see, we've got the old grinder here. I'll just... Yeah, simple brewing. Can't speak, can't type, can't do nothing. And broadcast. Oh, what happened? Why does it do that? Oh, press tab. It's making me. What? Sorry, guys. Won't be too long. I think that one worked. I'll put you onto this camera over here. Oh, now it's going to ask my phone if it's okay. So I've got to go and tell it yes. Yes. Alright, let's see if that works. Verify, Pierre. Yeah, I don't want to... Just go away, will you? Continue. I have a lot of security in my system. I'll just change over to camera. Hang on. Main cam. We'll just make it a bit easier. Right. I'm ready. Righto. Everything seems to be running good. I need to bring up the doc. I need to bring up the chat, which I do now. Bring it over so I can see it. So you guys I can see what you're saying and you can see what I'm saying. So, or you can hear what I'm saying anyway. It doesn't matter. Guys, if anybody's out there watching at the moment, please let me know if the microphone is actually okay. If the sound quality is good. I'm not sure. I did do a quick test. Rabbi. Yeah, authentication is, but it's great to have that security. It's awesome. Thanks, Rabbi. Cheers. Welcome, by the way. Amazing you're there. Howdy. All right. I'm doing a Anzac Day Biscuit Ale from Kegland, and this thing's pulsating. It will stop soon. It's a stupid frame rate that LED lights go the same. We have 50 frames per 50 hertz, and the camera will run at 50 frames. I need to put 100 frames per second to actually stop that pulsating. And yeah, how it is. Mike sounds pretty good. Thank you, Rabbi. Appreciate that. Brett Prentice, how you going, Brett? Cheers, mate. Good to see you there. Tommy, how you going, Tommy? All working for me. Awesome. Martin's Adventures. G'day, Pierre. G'day, Martin's Adventures. How you going, mate? Oh, God, good to see you guys here. Awesome. All right. I'm doing an all grain. It's an all grain beer. I don't normally do one. I'm just doing this because I do want to keep in touch. And this one is a really, really nice beer. I really enjoy it. I've just got to do my salts for both the sparge volume and the sparge and the mash tun. Can you see? I'll just quickly show you. Get that out of the way. 2 cams. There we go. Fade in. There you go. So I've got the sparge. The water. It's all hot. It's at 60. It doesn't tell you there. 68 degrees, I think. 69 degrees it is. That's in my mash tun. In my sparge, it's 75 degrees Celsius, and we're going to be add in the grains. I ground down the grains. I'll just show you that as well. Overhead. Oh, this is a good thing, I think. Bring that to a different spot. There we go. Make sure you are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. Overhead. Bear with me. Not the overhead. I want the wide view. Okay. Now you can see I've just ground all this down. I use my little grinder. Set it about 1 mil thickness. Pop that back up where it belongs. It's finished. I have all my grains in my bucket, all grounded down nicely, but I still need to add my salts. So what I've got to do is, you won't be able to see me do it for now. I'll just talk about it. I did print up my sheet of measurements I need to do with all the bits and pieces. Water additions, calcium chloride, so this is what I need. And I've got sodium or baking soda, calcium chloride, calcium sulfate, gypsum. Now that's gypsum sitting in there already. How much did I need of that? 1 point, so I could take that out. What happened at the start, I was actually, you can't see me, yes you can. Hang on, is that in the right spot? No, 2 cams. What happened at the start, I was, I started putting salts in that was recommended by the recipe, and then I realised that the salt in the recipe was actually for the other, like the company, which is Kegland. They have their own salt profile, so I need to make my own salt profile. So I'm mucking around doing that, and I've got my mash tun needs gypsum. It needs 1.16 grams. Now this, like you said, you can't see 1.17. We don't want that much. We'll take out a little bit. 7.16. There we go. Oh no, that's 1.6. Jeez, get it right. There we go. I'll drop a little crumb here. 1.14. That'll do. 1.14 of that. Tar. So I also need calcium chloride. I know. I keep stuffing this up. That was gypsum that I did there, so I just had to take a half a gram out of that. Get it right, Pierre. Jeez. Now I need calcium chloride, magnesium sulfate. Where's that? Bicarbonate. Oh, I got baking soda. Potassium bicarbonate. Lactic acid. I haven't got any lactic acid. Calcium carbonate. Calcium chloride. I'm sure some out there is going to go, yeah, you can use this as a substitute for that. No, I have no idea, to be honest. Morning, Pierre. Cork Dork. There you go, mate. Brett Prentice. Always wanted to make an Anzac beer. This will be good. I hope so. Thor. Awesome, mate. Welcome to the group, the chat. Just shrink this down so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Get that to about. I don't need that bit. That'll do. All right. I'm trying to organise myself. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just trying to make everything work. Okay. There's a few things in here I don't have. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have to substitute. I do have baking soda. I'll be back. I'm coming back. Oh, it's always nerve-wracking doing this. Okay, I'm back. Is the audio working? Yes, it is. Baking soda, which is sodium bicarbonate, and the 1.98 grams of that. No, it's only 9.98 grams. Now, look. Okay, gypsum, lactic acid I don't have, which I'm not going to use. I haven't got it, can't use it. So bicarbonate and calcium chloride. I'm sure I had calcium chloride here. Dark beer, Epson's, magnesium sulfate, Epson. Magnesium sulfate. I'll keep looking. I'm sure I have calcium chloride. I'm sure of it. Okay, so if I... Alright, I'm going to do some calculations. Sorry guys. This is got to get these salts right. See my grandfather. No. What the devil? No, I'll work on my own. Once I'm finished sorting this out, I'll have a chat to you about what's going on with the Brew channel and what's been happening lately. It's been pretty crazy actually. How things have been running, how things have been going. Historic beer. We need to go to edit. And you guys can't see what I'm doing here. Sorry about that. I can put you up on this camera here and see if you can see me. Hang on, I'll do that so you can see where I'm at the moment. 2 cams, GoPro wide, yoink. So you should be able to see me now. That's it. Yep, you can. Okay, so on the screen here is OBS is what I'm using to stream my brew today. Hang on. How much difference do you find adding salts? Thor, huge difference. Your water profile is probably a bit low in acid. So when you add the salts in, you bring the acid up, and it actually ferments. Sorry, it produces better results with your beer, and also flavors come out really nice after you add the right amount of salts and get the right pH in your water before you start mashing. Hi, M and J. Hi. Okay, let's see what I got here. Balanced sodium bicarbonate. I need to remove a couple of these and rechange it. How do I do that? Mash, ferment, close brew scale, import, oh, come on. How do you do it? I need to edit it. There should be a way. Balance very malty. Click clear water additions. Or click here to clear water. Oh. Okay, so I need to get into the calculator. Add mash step extra, add yeast, add hop, add graph, add fermentables. Mash, import. Oh, what did I do? Yeah. Good. Alright, back to it. Edit. Sorry guys, boring as hell, but this is what you have to do when you do home brew. You got to make sure you get everything right. Wolf like desiccated coconut. Okay, so update a water additions. To update the water additions, use water calculator. Okay, where's water calculator? Water volume. Really? Does that not work? No? Oh, this is really hard when it's way over yonder. Water volumes. It's not actually scrolling through this bit. Am I going crazy or what? Oh, there we go. Oh, now. Water calculator, right there. What have I got? Previous calculators have been loaded. Okay, water. Oh, okay. Cream ale. I need to choose what I've got in stock. I've got baking soda, calcium chloride is what I don't have. Is that right? Calcium chloride, yeah. So I need to, well, hang on. Calcium chloride. That's the one I don't have, in lactic acid. So remove calcium chloride. Okay, that changes a little bit. Lactic type, acid, 0.5, can't do it. 0. Oh, okay. Calculate. Epsom salt. It's actually taken Epsom salt out now, which is weird. Candy salt, baking soda. So now I've only got 2 products that I have to put in, which is 0.98 and 0.98 of each, which I've done already. Okay, so that's all I need. that's in... Okay, that's what it says to do, so that's what I'll do. All right, that's in the... water here. I'll just stir that in a sec. I do need to make another... So it took out... What it did, it actually took out the Epsom salt, which I didn't need. Which I never actually measured up anyway. Or did I? No, it wasn't there in the first place. So, what was it? Baking soda and gypsum is the only two I can use. Okay, so the sparge has to have 1.04 of each. 1.04. I know you guys can see me from over there. That's that one. And what was the other one? Baking soda gypsum, which is this one. Right. Whoops, that goes in this one. This is my sparge water. That'll make it, help it with its brewing. Don't know why I put the sparge. Oh, jeez. Alright. Quickly get a stirring stick. We'll stir it in. Stirring paddle. I have got a wooden paddle. I'm not using it. I haven't washed it and cleaned it yet. Alrighty. Sorry about the noise there. So what I've done is I've pre-boiled my... I pre-boiled everything. So last night I actually set up my... Hang on. Get out of there. Leave. Last night I actually set up this. This is my main mash tun or mash bucket. Excuse me. And I also had it set up so that in it was about 8 o'clock this morning. Last night. Sorry, I set it up so it would start boiling by today. So by the time I get out here, it was ready. But I have been distracted from a lot of other things that are happening in my life at the moment. So I had to come back out here, and of course now it's 11 o'clock or something. Oh no, it's 10:30, 10:39 at the moment, AM. And I basically took 2.5 hours to get out here and actually start doing this. And of course I thought, I'm going to live stream this one, and that took time too, so it's all mucking around. But anyway, here we are. Alright, I now need to add my grains. I've got a basket in here, I've already set that up like I said. Now, grain farmers are great, they work really well, very simple to use. The only issue with them when you first buy the original one is they kind of needed to be adapted or what would you call modified. And what that does basically is make it easier to use, because if you don't modify it and put the right bits and pieces in there, you end up with a basket or tray in the base that everything clogs up and doesn't work, and the little seal that they had on them would come off while you were using it. The tray would fall out, all your grains would fall to the bottom of the bucket. There was all kinds of issues with this bloody thing, and it really drove me crazy, and I've just put too much in all at once then. Oh, hopefully we won't get any dough balls. I think the good thing about this thing is it's like a slicer. It slices through any dough balls while you're actually mixing. Get in there. Get down there. Here we go. It's starting to go through. And the problem with having dough balls is that doesn't get a proper mashing. So the water doesn't go through and the sugars don't come out. I reckon it's a miscalculation here. It just does not seem like enough water. There's a dough ball there, look. Does not seem like enough at all. You know what? I can put the mash, I can put this in and do it that way. It doesn't matter because it's going to be added later anyway. Open the valve. It's going to be hotter. I just realised I've got to stop that. That's not going to work. Idiot. That's alright. That was probably enough anyway. God, I don't know what, this is what I miss. I haven't done all grain brewing for, I reckon, about 6 months now. And this is the smell I miss. I miss this. It's like you get up in the morning and someone makes you a breakfast and it's porridge. And it's just that nice smell that you get from porridge. It's the same sort of smell. Very interesting. Okay, no dough balls. Nope. Okay. Got a little top tray. Last time I didn't put this top tray on to see what would happen. Today I am. Nope. Put this there. Pull this pin out. Push that down. So I've got a little plug. Where's my cap? There it is. Just to help out. Now we'll set the pump. I'll probably quickly pump just a small amount out, just to get it cleaned out before I go any further, because I did wash this thing out. Just gets any kind of water that I left behind in there. It's all fresh water, but just making sure. Pop the lid on, and we're going to wait for an hour. We're actually going to wait, let it sit for 10 minutes to let it settle, or help it settle before I start running the water through it. That's the recommendation. I reckon always put your grains in, mix them through, make sure you got no dough balls, and it's ready to go. It says start mash, and I'm pretty sure there's not a in this grain farmer system. There's no pre-mash. So pre-mash means it sits and settles a little bit for 10 minutes. So we just calculate that 10 minutes over time. Let me see, mash steps. Yeah, 40 minutes. Mash out, 15 minutes. So it's only 40 minute mash. Boil time 60. Wow, it's only a quick mash. Interesting. So it's probably going to be quicker. Okay, so we're going to mash it out for 40 minutes. I'll let it sit for 10 minutes. Which I better check the time on that. Which is 10:45 a.m. So 10:50. It's been a minute too, maybe. It doesn't matter so much. It's not real important, but it is kind of important, you know. And that's it. So I'll just let it sit for a bit. 7-8 minutes. Let it loop. And come back and turn on the water and make sure the flow's right, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm going to answer some questions if any of you guys have come across anything yet or asked anything. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. Look at the mic, sounds pretty good, thank you very much. Always wanted to make Anzac beer, yes. Cork, morning Pierre, morning Cork, Dork Cork, Cork Dork. With the coconut, is it better with the chips or the desiccated version? Hang on, I'll get a camera onto me so you know what's going on. Yeah, so that's what that one does. So I level it out a bit, probably. Ooh, there we go. That better? I think that's better. So the question is, Cork Dork asked, with the coconut, is it better with the chips or the desiccated version? And do you toast in the oven first? Yes. Yes. I don't think it matters. With the coconut, if you bake it the same, the chips are just a bit more, what do you call it? They're a bit more solid. So if you have them as finer, you get more flavour out of them. That's my opinion. So when you bake them, they get that crusty flavour, or that beautiful coconut baked flavour. And if you have chips, it doesn't coat as much a surface when you have it in chips. You have it in desiccated, they're much smaller, so they have a lot more surface area to give you more flavouring through your beer. I mean, you do taste the coconut, but it's not predominant. it does work. But I would suggest basically use desiccated better. It'll be better to use desiccated. So anyway, MJ, hi Thor, how much difference do you find adding salts? I think you already asked that. I think I already answered that. But yeah, huge difference. Because I've started adding salts to my water, it's brought the pH to where it should be for extracting the right sugars. So 5.4 pH should be the water, which reminds me I probably should do a test, but it doesn't matter. I'll take a test in a minute when it settles. It helps bring out the right sugars that you need when you're actually brewing. So it's pretty cool. And then the finished result won't have as many off flavours, much cleaner tasting, and yeah, you get what you're looking for in a beer when you get the pH correct. Like if you got a ale or a stout, the pHs are different. You want a more bitter beer, I think the pH is lower, so it's 5.2 for bitter beers. For ales and stuff, are less bitter, 5.4. Most water or municipal water in town is around 7.1, which is quite soft. So you want to harden it up a bit to make it pull out the sugars from your grains. Okay, how much difference do I need? Salts. Are you using grown hops, pellets hops? I'm going to use pellet hops in this one. That's what they provided in the kit. I don't use grown hops. I haven't done it. I haven't been able to grow them. I've actually got a hops plant that I got given to me by my daughter. It's a what is it? It's an English one for stouts, basically. And I've grown it twice now, and it's grown beautifully up until a point, and then it just dies. No hops grow. I believe it does take about 2 or 3 years to actually establish hops. So I'm being optimistic, hoping that this summer coming, I should start getting hops. And I'll try that too. Cool. All right, so we need... What we got? How much time we got left? 49, so I've been at it for 4 minutes, or 5-6 minutes, I would say. So I've got 4 more minutes left. While I'm waiting, I'm going to go get my other bits. Show you also, I'm going to ferment it in this, which is a Apollo. Been a really good go-to one. I do have Apollo Titan as well, which is a stainless steel unit. I put sanitizer in this, got the floaty going, and got everything ready to go for transferring. But that's going to happen in another hour or two. What else do I have? I have Warflock tablets. We do need to put a Warflock tablet. I need to clean up my mess over here too. Looks like I'm going to find myself doing, excuse me. Warflock. So I need that. That's for clearing later. Now I guess the thing is, if you're brewing like this, make sure you are cleaning after yourself as you go. Make sure that everything's tidy, ready to go, because if you get too much clutter, it ends up being a pain in the butt. Anyway, now, what have we got here? Quickly look. Everything's still flowing properly, I think. It looks like nothing's going wrong. Excellent connection. So good on ya, guys. Thank you for being there. Yeah, I think that's all. I'll get my coconut. Actually, I need all this as well. You'll see what I'm talking about in a sec. So Kegland has provided me with hops. This is Melba hops. Can you see that all right? Hopefully. Also yeast. This has been sitting in the fridge for about a week and a half. American West Coast ale yeast. And these are this is the coconut I've pre-baked. There's 300 grams of this to go in to the brew as soon as I put it into the actual fermenter. All right. Right, what time is it? Look, 51, give it another 2 minutes. It's not that important to set it, but it helps to settle it a little. I will put the camera onto the grain farmer in a minute and show you what I do here. So I don't know if you guys have used grain farbers or constant flowing brewing systems before. I bought this about a year into doing this channel. It cost me $1,400 from a brew shop that's now closed, and it had issues. It had lots of little problems with it. The base plate, the basket in the malt tray, malt tube, kept the silicon seals I had on kept coming off, and there was nothing I could do to fix that. A lot of people had problems, and a lot of people didn't have problems, and they finally decided to make lids without that, and they work a treat. They are just awesome. So that's great. There is a new system. I can't afford to buy it. This is going to be my lifetime system. I forked out a fair bit of money to start this hobby, and that was 5.5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago now, and I'm loving it. I have knowledge in the area, but I am not overly articulate, so some people think I don't know anything, but I do know a little bit, I have to say. I shouldn't say that, really, should I? So what I did is I rebuilt it. I put quick release connectors on it to make it easier to work with, easier to clean. I've actually pulled it apart and cleaned the pump out. The pump had dog hair. I've got a border collie, and he has fine hair, and it just floats around everywhere, and it gets into your brew, and that clogged up the shaft on the actual pump, and that was a pain in the butt. But all's fixed. I now seal the room off a lot more, keep the dog out, and I don't get as much hair here anymore from the dog, so that's good. Yeah. I also have spent money on the shed. The shed, if you guys haven't been watching this from the start, I have a full, a full series on building the shed and how much it cost and everything else. So in doing this channel, I have not broken even. I spent more than I make. So far in the 6 years I've been doing this, I've made just on $4,000 in revenue from doing all this, which nowhere near covers what I've spent, which is great because I can still use that money to buy bits and pieces. All your bits and pieces. I've got companies who do send me stuff. The iGulu was sent to me from America, and it's been not a bad item. I do have some problems with it, and I'll talk about that later. And just a little bits and pieces I've got, like the grandfather, the cabinet, the TV was my mum's old TV. Buying boilers. Oh, that's hot. I've got to stop talking. Hang on. I'll flick you over. Thor, there is nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with brewing in a bag. That's how I started. I'm a kind of person who likes to experiment and have fun and try and do stuff that is available. If I have the finances to do it, I'll do it. But a lot of the time I don't. I just have to save until I get there. Brewing a bag is bloody awesome. That was one of my videos were focused on brewing a bag, and it is one of the best ways to do home brew. Absolutely, if you want to do all grain. Good on you. Well done. Are you using it? Well, I haven't progressed past brewing a bag yet. Alright, I'm going to change the camera fade over to this one. Turn on the pump and make sure everything's sealed properly. Yep. I'm just going to run. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Just going to run the fluid around just to wash all the grains down until I start seeing the fluid flowing up to the top like that, and I'm going to close the valve to allow it to flow through. Might knock that side down a little bit. Where's the thing? Oh, too much. Whoop, too much. Oh, that's very touchy. Okay, not going to touch it. Just leave it. Now, I'm just going to let it run like that for a bit. Start. That's it. The timer has started. It's going to be 40 minutes. And it's going to sit around 69 degrees Celsius constantly. It's down 2 degrees at the moment, 2 degrees Celsius. Pardon me. Hopefully the grandfather will bring that temperature back up to where it should be. It would have cooled down a little bit because it's just gone through cooler pipes and the pump. Oh, here we go. It's starting to boil up again. Yeah, so it's dropped down to 66 degrees because I've run fluid through it. I will slow that down a little bit more. That should be good. Hopefully in about 20 minutes they'll start clearing up. I'll taste it. Oh, it's already sweet. Nice. I'm going to take a quick sample and do a pH test. We'll just quickly grab a little bit. Oh, it's hot. Okay, let that cool down a bit, and I'll do a pH later and see what it's at. Alright, that's still flowing a little bit quick, so I might slow that down a little bit more. Pop lid on, just like that, and we'll wait for 40 or 39 minutes. So what I'm doing is with the pH, oh, it's got a crack, look. Can you see the crack? You probably can't. I just want to make sure the pH is where it should be. It's supposed to be 5.4, but you can't test it at temperature. You need to make sure it's about 20 degrees Celsius, so you got to cool it down. So I'll pop that in the freezer for 5 minutes and see if I can get the temperature down. I'll just be back in a sec. And that will give me a proper reading anyway. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm going out there. I've actually got a fridge in my backyard. It's a donor fridge, but it's bloody brilliant. It's got a lot of food in it, but I use it for my kegs that I need to store and keep cold. It works a treat. Okay. Don't worry about that yet. Won't worry about that yet. My grandfather will tell me when I need to start adding stuff. So while we're waiting around, you guys have probably seen, if you're part of the homebrew subscription service, you've seen the videos that I've put up on the iGulu. Yeah, it's been okay. A few things that I've heard and learnt about it is, there's a couple of things about it that I don't like, and I want to tell you about it while we're live. Basically, it has a subscription service, a service that will, how am I saying this? Well, you got to go into premium mode. Well, it had that. Apparently, just found out that they've gotten rid of that. They've actually decided to remove that and have a full premium system all the time, and that's great. That is a really good thing. That's probably the only thing I don't really like about the unit. The subscription service means that you had to pay an extra $100 to activate premium mode, and I'm sure they did that for the shareholders to actually get them to make a bit more money out of this thing. I mean, people got to buy shares for these products and actually bring them out. Other than that, the unit's great. It has a few little flaws. One is it doesn't have memory. So basically, if the power goes out while you're doing a proper brew, one of these, which I am going to do soon, I'm going to do the amber lager next. If the power goes out in the setting for this, you lose your spot. Also, I don't know if it's Android phones. I can't activate the app in Android on an Android phone. I haven't tried on an Apple because I don't own an Apple. So I've talked to them and they just said, yeah, we're developing it. There's a problem with the app. People can't log in or can't sign up. And that's a big problem. If you've got a unit that actually runs off apps and you need the app to run the unit, how are you going to run the unit? But they assure me they're working on it and they'll have it ready soon. That's the only two things that I don't like about it, basically, or three things. And they fixed one of them so far. So the unit is a great little home unit that will, and now guys, if you just joined us, I'm talking about the iGulu. It's a home unit that you can use in a little small space. You can brew up a 4-litre batch of beer. And funny enough, I thought 4 litres not much. But I've been drinking out of it and it's been great, and it's actually lasted a lot longer than I thought it would because I don't drink a lot, maybe a pint or two every couple of days, and that's it. So it's actually done really well for what I want, and you can use this to experiment and make your own beers. That's what I'm looking forward to if I keep it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet. I'm on the fence with that, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, so this has got 35 minutes to go, so I don't know what I'm going to do to fill in the space, but it's going to bore the crap out of here, I think. I brewed this beer, I reckon 2 years ago. No, it was last year at Anzac, just after Anzac Day. I did it because I saw Anzac Day and Anzac Day. I wonder if they do a beer for that. And sure enough, they do. And I brewed that up, and it was really really nice. And so just before Anzac Day, or actually probably about 3 to 4 weeks before Anzac Day, I said I'm going to brew this, make a video on it, and share it on Anzac Day. But life takes over. A lot of things happened, and I haven't had a chance to do any of it. I got the Igulu, I got a couple other things. I got the Muntins, which is a video you guys would have seen. Why am I yelling? This Muntins kit, that was a video I just posted on Friday, which was a couple of days ago. That's doing quite well, 600 views so far. Yeah, so basically, that's it. I've got those going, and life in general is taking over, so I have to work. I still have to make money, because I can't make money on YouTube doing brewing, that's for sure, unless I'm some sort of star, which I'm not. Also, if you guys are interested, if any of you guys live around my area, Gabs, I'm going to Gabs. Basically sent out an invitation on our Facebook account. Now, if you guys don't know it, we have Simple Homebrew Group, which is about 13,000 members so far. I put a invitation for you guys to come down, meet and greet, say hi to me, Michael Lead, and a couple of other people who will be involved with the channel, with the Facebook group, and just say hi. Come and say hi. If you're interested in going to see Gabs, Gabs is at the Melbourne Showgrounds this year in Melbourne, and that's on the 21st of this month on Friday, so that's when we're going up there. So hopefully you'll be there too. I'm bringing a mate and a couple other friends, and hopefully get a great day out of it. If you're interested, that is, jump on there. Let me know if you're coming. I'd like to meet you guys. I do have some stickers that I might be able to give away at the venue if I can remember to bring them, and just say hi. Get a few photos, say hi. I want to meet you guys. I haven't met any real... Well, I have. I go to... Sorry, I'm running on a tangent. I go to Goodland Brewing Co., the brewery over in Traralgon here, and I do get people coming up saying hi. I love your channel, love your videos. It's awesome, and that's really, really important. Just to meet you guys too is important. You guys have supported this channel, and you watching the videos have shown me that I'm doing something right with what I'm doing, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. I think you are, though, because you wouldn't be watching if you didn't. Anyway, I think it's all good. So if you want to meet and greet, jump on Facebook, get onto the Facebook group. I'll pin the post to the start. Michael Ead, he created the post and decided he would like to meet and greet people who are part of the Facebook group. Click on it. Tell us you're coming. Cheers. Should I hey mate, don't... Thor, did you say you don't see as many videos anymore from me? Is that what you're saying? Because I've just posted about 5 in a row this last 2 weeks. I did reduce the amount of videos I made. I was making too many, and I was getting reduced views. Once I started posting once a week again, sometimes once every 2 weeks, I started gaining more subscribers. I started gaining more views, longer views, because my videos got better and more watchable, I suppose. So I get more long-term views. So I'm experimenting with how the algorithm works with YouTube, and YouTube is not forgiving. So whenever you do something different, it doesn't like it, or sometimes it does. So, but the last few weeks, I have been posting a fair few videos. I have 3 videos online at the moment on YouTube that I haven't shared with you guys. Today's a live stream. The main reason for this is because I just wanted to show you about brewing. Quickly check on this. Hang on. About what I do. Okay, so that's running into there now. So I need to slow the flow. I mean, it doesn't matter if I slow the flow too much or have it flowing like that, because the beer will still soak through the grain as well as overflow. So it's not a big deal. If I can... Yeah, I suppose I need it to overflow a little bit. If it's not going through the grain quick enough, it's going to empty the base of the boiler and leave an air pocket at the bottom a little bit. It should be okay though. So I'll slide it down just a smidge more. Oop, let's changed it. Hello. Leave the lid on so the moisture stays in there. Alright. Now what was I talking about? Now. Oh, more. All good. Yeah, Thor. If you are a free. You can be a free member on Patreon for this channel. It's great. Patreon's really good for that. I never thought of doing that, but it gets people in there having a look at what I'm doing. I have people. I think I've got about 6, 7 free members that see just the posts I do and links I make. The rest of them, I mean, there's pre-watching videos that I make, and the microphone just fell off in my hat. Yeah, so I basically post on the free section as well, and sometimes I'll share a video on the free section, around what I'm doing. There are videos on there that you wouldn't have seen if you're not a member, so check that out if you like. And it's no skin of my nose if you don't. If you want to support the channel, that's awesome. Every bit of funding you do gets put back into this brew shed and what I'm doing here and the videos I make. I still have to make a living, so I can't live on YouTube. There's no way I can do that with what I'm doing here. But I'm happy to share what I do through YouTube. So basically, it's great, and the hobby's really good too, guys. I'm sure you love it. Yeah, what else can I tell you? 18. Authentication layers, whereby I haven't missed anyone there. Nope. All right. So we've got 28 minutes to go for the end of mash for that part. Then there's mash out. 15 minutes of mash out. Now, is there anything I have to do in the mash out? Let's see. Water additions, extra hops. Nope. Go back to the start. Okay. 60-minute boil time. That's actually not right. 60, 40, 15. This is it's a 55-minute boil time. Oh, boil time. 55-minute mash time. So mash out is 15 minutes at 75.6 degrees Celsius. So it's going to increase to that before it starts mashing. And then we add the hops in through boil. So you put 14 grams of Melba hops in at 60 minutes. Cool. What's this say? Yeast. Oh yeah, that's when I transfer it. Desiccated coconut extras. Amount. No days. Okay, so the coconut. Oh, it's 100 grams, not 300 grams. Duh. It's 100 grams of coconut. Goes in straight away when I put it into the fermenter. And Warflock tablet 15 minutes before finish of boil. And fermentation is 18 degrees for 5 days, 20 degrees for 2 days. Crash tertiary fermentation is -1. And then condition at 2 degrees for 7 days. Okay, that makes sense. Coconut roasting. Oh yeah, I roasted the coconut. If you just joined us, I've roasted a coconut, desiccated coconut. The question was raised: is get desiccated coconut or sliced coconut or coconut chips, which is better? I feel that desiccated is better because you get more coverage when it comes to the baking of it, so you get more flavour. If you have chipped coconut, when you bake it, it covers a little bit, but doesn't cover the whole area around the whole coconut, so it's probably less flavour. This is just my opinion. Oh, I'm old. So that's got to go in after, and that we put into a hop bag. So I'll pop that in there so I don't get it all into my beer. Last time I just poured it in. Stupid. It clogged everything. I had so much trouble last time I did this. The coconut just got into everything. It clogged up all my pouring taps. And I got sick of trying to pour my beer through it. So I learn. Sometimes I learn. Sometimes I don't. All right. I'm going to try. I think I might leave you guys with just a little bit of music for the background for now. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of coffee. Hang on. We'll get some music going. What have we got? I know what I'll do. Nope. Bear with me, guys. Just want to make a scene. Add. There should be some media. Browse that I can use just to show you, or even play you a video. Actually, I might do that if I can find one. Videos, camping. Yeah. if you want to watch this video, go ahead, meet my day. Let's see if it works. Oh, good morning. We're looking at day 2. Wow, what a crappy sleep I had last night. Oh my god. The ground is way too hard. Anyway, it's time to get up. Good morning, guys. Welcome to day number 2. I've got my gear ready, got my get up. I have everything ready to go. I just need to eat breakfast, and today I'm going to make myself a quick cup of coffee. So this is all I got to boil in, so I might as well just use it. And how I make my coffee is I will pour cold water, into my cup. So about what height my coffee is going to be at, a little bit more just for evaporation. Pour that in. I'll boil that until it's boiled, of course. And in the meantime, I'll get the coffee ready. This takes about 1.5 minutes to boil. It's unbelievable. What I'm going to have for breakfast today is a couple of eggs, 2 teaspoons of coffee, half a teaspoon of sugar. What I'm going to have for breakfast today is 2 muffins, 2 eggs, some cheese. That's about it. Now this is an old gas stove I've got. I got this years ago. I bought this years and years ago and never used it. So the gas bottle that was in it had been used. I don't know, someone else might have used it before me. Look at this, it's already just about boiled and I've only just started. It's great, you can have a cup of coffee in no time here. Okay, like I said, this is the first time I've come camping. And I'm learning a bit. I probably should keep it up. I was thinking of quitting because sleep last night was atrocious. But, wow, these are really poor quality. Anyway, it'll do for today. I'm going to have eggs on muffins. So I've got muffins, some eggs, some cheese. I'll put some cheese on it, so it'll be like a McMuffin meal kind of thing. So we'll start cooking. All I do is put a bit of butter in there. This is for the eggs for now. I'm going to have one at a time because there's not enough room to make 2. Oh, probably too much butter. Oh, what are you going to do? Now, cracking an egg, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, cracking an egg, I'm not trying to teach you how to cook, but don't crack it on the edge, crack it on a flat surface. Talk to me, boy. Oh, hard. So you can crack it and then break it like this. This actually reduces the amount of shell you get in there, and it works a treat. There's the egg. Now it's going to fit on a muffin, so what I do is I flip it on itself. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure you can. That way it becomes the size of the muffin. Way too much butter in there. Put on that lid. Okay, tipped it into the lid of the actual butter lid. Then one muffin here, one there. That'll soak up some of the butter and it will toast at the same time. And I'll drink my coffee while it's cooking. That was very hard to get out then. So that's one muffin. Oh, now, I'm going to put the butter back in because it's actually soaked it all up. Pour it on top. And around. Okay, so that's a stack. I've actually got egg, cheese, just muffins. I'm just going to toast the both back and front of the muffin with the excess butter I had. I really want 2 of these, but I don't know, one might be enough. We'll find out, shall we? Yeah, I reckon 2 of them. I'm going to have 2. Yeah, I tell you what, having a cooking stove like this is a bloody godsend, I can tell you. This is good. I hope you like this, guys. Cheers. Next thing, we're going to go for a walk to the beach with a metal detector and do some metal detecting. See you soon. Have a look at what just snuck up to my tent. I'm close to it. I need this. He's just playing. Alright, I just went to Wanda to do metal detecting and a bloody emu won't let me pass. He, of course, got a little baby over there. So it's chased me off. I can't leave. A bloody thing. I can't go metal detecting at the moment. Little shit. You gotta wait for it's a little baby over there. You can't see it, it's too far away. But it's not letting me go past. It's gonna try and chase me off. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Will it let me try something else. I might be able to go around somehow. You're watching me. How am I going to do this? Getting right up there into the tree. Oh, she. It's probably a she. So obviously I can't approach it. I'm going to go around it. They might be cute, but they're dangerous. Alright, I think I might be able to make it out. Hang on. This is unbelievable. Imagine having to run from a wild animal because it's worried. It's watching me. It's gonna come towards me. Oh no. Oh. I think alright. Okay, that's a bit of fear. I can tell you now. Wow. I think I'll be right from now on. It knows I've gone around it. Oh gosh. I'm okay. Oh. When I first left the tent area, it was alright to come towards me. When the baby came to me, it was fine. It didn't try to attack me or anything like that. But as soon as I started moving away from the tent area, that's it. It went for me. Of course, it's protecting its baby. But I also want to go metal detecting. Alright. Not chasing me. Alright. Enough drama. Let's go see the beach. Look at that beautiful morning. Wow. Look at that sunrise, amazing. Alright, sorry about that. Thought I'd have to just do that while I make a cup of coffee. This is my cup of coffee. Simple home brew. Hang on, are you actually making a noise? This thing's gone haywire on me. Test, test, test. Yes, you are. Sorry about that. At first, when I put the video on, for some reason it was enlarged, and yeah, it's a pain in the butt when things don't work properly. And I muted my mic, and I realised the mic wasn't actually set up in that channel, so you couldn't hear me when I said, "I'm sorry, I'm buggered up." Blah blah blah. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so we've got 15 minutes to go. I know that I lost probably about 6 or 7 of you just by putting a video up. Sometimes you've got to walk away and do stuff. That's all. Alright, how's things going? Alright, you guys are good, all good, good. Oh, it's done it again. Why is it doing that? There we go. I don't want there, I want up there. Sorry guys, I'm yakking it to myself again. Trying to figure out, where'd it go? Lost my chat. There's my chat. Okay, I'll bring that up. No. What I'm trying to do is actually resize my thing. I'll probably, I can stay there. Bring the chat out. Bring that out. I'm trying to resize all my specs and stuff so I don't have to take up all the ground area. What do you call it? The room on my computer, because I'm just wanting to watch what you guys have to say. No, don't do that. And OBS is trying to change all my settings on me, and it's a pain in the butt, I can tell you. That one can go down here because it doesn't matter. Right there. Oh, perfect. I've got it. Worked it out. We'll live. Let's go in here. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, really? It doesn't let me do it. Let's go on to the scroll now. Alright, maybe this side. There it is. It disappears right there. Okay, sorry guys. Won't be too long. The brew's nearly ready to... No. Oh my god, this thing is so shit. There we go. Oh, jeez. Now it's resize again. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Probably losing you left, right, and centre at the moment. All right, we're good. We got 13 minutes left for mash out. So I'm enjoying my cup of coffee. You guys can hear me and see me. That's a good thing. I'll bring over the 2 cams. Bring that in so we can see what the mash is doing. So you can see here, if I shade it off a bit, you probably can't. Just there, it says we're 12 minutes in, 12 minutes to go, I should say. And we should be right from there. Whew. Okay, that was hair raising. Sorry about that, guys. What time? What we got? 90 you watching. Good on ya. I don't know why I worry about it. This is actually a spontaneous video, and I wasn't actually going to stream this, but I decided just to do it off the cuff. So I didn't expect a lot of people to be watching anyway, and I really, really am ecstatic that you guys are actually there. Thank you. Oh, so M&J, sorry. Thank you very much. That isn't a bad video at all. I really enjoyed doing stuff like that. I go camping and I have a Pierre's Adventures channel. It's got 300 subscribers on it at the moment. It's not a growing channel at all. It's because, mainly because I focus on this channel more. It's the channel that I'm really working on to try and get it to, get more subscribers, get it boosted, get some things going on with it. So it's a fun channel to do. I actually started with that channel, and then my daughter bought me a brew kit and said, "You like home brewing, Dad?" And I said, "Oh, I'll give it a go." And I said, "Well, if I'm going to learn it, I must share it with people on YouTube." So that's what I've done. That's why I'm here now. I do have another video to share with you guys. It's one that's going to be posted. Because you guys are so nice to be here, as soon as, when I get into, sorry, I'm going on tangents again. When I go to the boil, I will post another video. It's a tasting video that I'm going to post on Wednesday coming. The Patreons will get to see it today, and you guys will get, because you're here live, you get a reward. I suppose it's a reward. You get to see it before, as the same time as the Patreon members do as well. And if you're a Patreon member, thank you very much for your support. I really, really appreciate it. We got 11. So, just fix the mic. So, we probably have new viewers right now, and I mentioned this before. On Facebook, Mick Eade and a gentleman named Daniel I haven't met before. I haven't met Mick really. I've just spoken to him. And myself are going to. I don't know if Daniel is actually. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to Gab's festival in Melbourne on the 21st of this month, which is June, which is a Friday. I'm travelling down there with a mate on a train because, you know, you drink and you can't drive. So I'm on a train right to the Melbourne Showgrounds. If you are interested in saying hi, please do. I would like to meet some of the people who are part of this channel, and also the people who follow the Facebook page, the Facebook group on Facebook, which is a Simple Home Brew group. It is a very fast growing group. We've got 13,000 followers on there at the moment, and I'm sure it's just going to keep going and going and going because of the way you guys present yourself on there. It's absolutely awesome. Just checking the time, 9 minutes. So I'd really like to meet you guys. Now, I created Simple Home Brew just for the fun and a bit of a hobby, and getting people on board to actually acknowledge this sort of, I don't know, this category, which is simple home brewing. It's not always simple, but most of the time I try to make it simple. I do get feedback from people saying that I'm doing this wrong, I'm doing that wrong, but it might be it tastes good when I'm finished and I enjoy it. I've done nothing wrong. It's bloody awesome. That's how it should be. Now, good beer is a beer you like drinking. It's got nothing to do with the beer. Well, it does, kind of. But a good beer is a beer you like to drink. And nobody else can tell you any different. So if you like your beer that you made, enjoy it. It's bloody awesome. Anyway, what else have I got to tell you? We've got 8 minutes. Not sparging yet. We're going to mash out, which is 75 degrees Celsius, 75.6 degrees, I think it was. It'll tell me in a minute anyway. Yeah, so, that's what it was. I have a bunch of stickers I had made up for Simple Home Brew that look similar to that one there, if you can see that properly. That's my mug that I use for here. I actually made a mug when I first started brewing, and it's died, so I had to buy another one. It cost me $20, fairly expensive. But it's a very nice mug. Got it from Vistaprint, would you believe? Yeah, so I've got a heap of stickers I made up, and I'm going to bring them with me. So if you guys want a sticker, pop over, say hi, tell me who you are and how you know the channel or how you know Simple Home Brew. And I'll pop a sticker in your hand and off we go. I've only got a limited amount, so if you do come around, give us one. Give us one! Excellent. Alright, so we're still plugging on here. 7 minutes, guys. 7 minutes. And really, nothing's going to change. Also, if you guys are interested, if you're new to this stream at the moment, I am fermenting in a Polo and a Polo, which is still in date for its pressure. So I'm going to pressure ferment this. The instructions say we need to ferment this at 18 degrees Celsius for 2 days. And then 20 degrees Celsius for 5 days. I think that's what it said. Yeah. Oh, no, sorry, opposite way. 18 degrees Celsius for 5 days. 2 degrees Celsius for 2 days. -1 for 3 days, which is tertiary fermentation. I've never heard that before. That's a new one. And then age it for 7 days at 2 degrees. We're also going to add coconut, because this is a coconut, or what do you call it? Oh, look at that. Look at this. No, sorry. Look how good this is looking. It's cleared right out. How's that? Oh, you can't see it. Yes, you can. It's cleared right out. So it's really doing its job now. Awesome. I don't know what it's saying. Anzac Biscuit. It's an Anzac Biscuit brew, and it tastes very much like an Anzac Biscuit. I can guarantee it if I had one last year, and it was great. The only thing I did wrong last year was actually throw the coconut in loose, and it clogged everything up. So I had real trouble pouring the beer, which is something I'm going to avoid this time around. That's wrong. 11:30. Now I'm going to have a beer later. It's a beer that I haven't done a tasting on yet in front of everybody. Stop blinking, you. actually lived. Nope. Bloody hell. Bloody cockroach. Rotten little sod. Bugs are a pain. Now I've got cockroach bait here. This is an ongoing problem in brew sheds like this. We've got grains, we've got sugars, we've got all kinds of things here. Everything's sealed in boxes, but it seems to attract cockroaches and earwigs. That's a real weird thing. I was getting ants for a while, but I moved the container that had wine in it that had attracted the ants. So I put in some baits around, got rid of the cockroaches. But this one's just reared its ugly head, so I think we've got one cockroach. You've probably got 1,000 of them. So it looks like I'm going to have to put the baits out again. What a pain in the butt. Jeez. Okay, that's another thing I've got to do here. All these things. Also, what I'm streaming on, I used to stream on my laptop. I haven't told you about it, actually. I ran a cable from my internet modem, I guess you call it a modem, through into the shed. So I put it underground through tubing. Now I had a comment. Oh god, I got to talk about comments. Hang on, we've got 3 minutes. I got 3 minutes to do this. I got a comment just recently, and luckily YouTube put it aside and said, "Do you want to check this one out? This one looks dodgy." And sure enough, it was bloody dodgy. The guy who commented, I won't tell you his name because it's embarrassing. He was abusive, swearing his head off. Told me I was the most dodgy person he's ever seen do anything, and he said he's seen a lot of dodgy shit coming from what I've done, and this one takes the cake, which is running a... What was I doing? What was it that I was doing that made him think it was dodgy? And I'm in a... Just to let you know, I'm in a shed at home doing my own thing, and everything I do is all home-based. Nothing to do with the world around. And I'm safe, mostly safe with what I do, and everything I've got is safe. There's no water going to get in anything. Things are buried, things are protected. Oh, that's what it was. The iGulu. He mentioned about my iGulu that I have a plug. And in my first video of the iGulu, I cut the plug off. No, I didn't. I bent the pins and shaped them to our Australian pins. Now, there is a safety hazard by doing that, which is fair enough, there is. And it was only just so I could use it for then, and I was going to change it later. But he obviously didn't hear me say that, and just abused the crap out of me. Luckily, YouTube put it aside, and I said to them, I just basically stopped his abusive post going up. So that's really good. What I have done is this. Nobody knows I've done this because I haven't done a video on it yet. This is an Australian plug that I changed on the iGulu, so we did have the proper settings. In Australian plugs, we have a protective shielding on the pins so that if you do stick something in there, it doesn't short you out and kill you. Whereas when I bent it on the American plug, which I think I've got somewhere around here. Now I did this the day I got the iGulu. I'll find it and I'll show you. Now the boiler's boiling, but it didn't beep, so I'm thinking maybe... I don't know where it is, but I cut the plug off. 18, 17, 16, 15. Okay, bear with me. It's about to start its mash out at 15 minutes. That's what it looks like at the moment. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it should start boiling. Okay, 76 degrees. So it's going to bring its temperature up to 76 degrees. My sparge water has to be at 76 degrees as well. And you can hear it now. Yeah, you can hear it boiling now. It's starting to come up. It's starting to cloud up again. I can see a little bit of oil in there too. So there must be a bit of oil in it. Anyway, no problem. Yeah, it's clouded up a little. No matter. It'll clear out again. Righto. So that plug, it was an American one. I did bend the pins. It was dodgy, but I just used it for that time being. The actual power bank, I'll unplug it. It's not running at the moment. on the actual power bank, it does tell me that it's 100 volts to 220 volts, 240 volt power supply. So you can actually plug it in at and it also knows, it detects your voltage and works from that. So 50 to 60 hertz, which we're 50 hertz at 1.8 amps. That's the output or the power it sucks from your wall, but it puts out 12 volts at 5 amps. I just think it's what would you call it? Narcissistic, maybe, for someone to just blurt out all this crap and abuse you over the system to tell you that you're dodgy as, it was pretty crude. I mean, it's fair enough. I don't mind swearing and stuff, but you don't have to use it in that context. Maybe in your old world that you live in, that's fine, but not in my world, mate. Anyway, rant's finished. Okay, what we got? Granny, how you going, Granny? Cheers. Your own thing. End story. What? Yeah, I know what you mean. I do my own thing. That's the end of the story. Cheers. Appreciate it. Yeah, so, now this is going to go for, once it reaches 76 degrees Celsius in the unit, which is at 75 degrees, and sometimes grandfathers do take some time to get to the proper temperature, but I think it's because it needs to be precise, I suppose. It'll get there. Once it hits the right temperature, 76 degrees, it'll sit there for 10 seconds. I believe it sits on 76 degrees for 10 seconds. When it stays there for 10 seconds, it turns on the timer. That's how it works, I believe. What you do is for you. Don't worry about them. No, don't worry about it. I used to. Granny, great advice. It used to really get to me. I used to get so angry and deterred, and I used to say to myself, what the bloody hell? Why am I doing this if you get people like this talking on there? I realise now I've got 5,000 subscribers plus. You do get comments like this, and they don't even hurt anymore. They used to. They don't even bother me anymore. It's just, I don't understand why people have to do that. Why they need to be so aggressive and so stupid, to be honest. Anyway, cheers, mate. Thanks for the support. Oh, my pH. Oh, my God. Hang on. Be back. It's frozen. It's only been in there 15 minutes. Oh, it's not completely frozen. I've got to raise the temperature of that now. Bloody hell. I'm just trying to get a pH measurement. My God. Yeah, no accountability. Yeah, I think that's the story of the world today, isn't it? Young people especially, they just aren't accountable for what they do. Unfortunately, not all young people, by the way. I'm not putting what do you call it? There we go. So it's reached its temperature, 15 minutes. I'm not trying to single out any young person, every young person. I know most of you aren't like that. It's probably about 10% of the country, or 10% of the world, really, that are like that. I work in retail, so I cop it at work as well. And it's not just young people, it's older, grumpy people too. They just can't seem to control themselves. And I let them have it, so don't worry about that. They come into the shop where I work, and if they are abusive, aggressive, or anything like that, I've thrown people out of the shop before, so don't worry about that. I can deal with them. But young people, Facebook, not YouTube, but Facebook, social networks everywhere, especially Facebook, remove accountability. Gamers, they are bullies. They can be very, very bullying, and there's no consequence. The person could kill themselves, but they don't know who they are. They say, well, it's not my fault. He's dead. I don't know who he is. And they just don't care, which they have caused their death, but they don't realise that they have, because there's no connection to it, in mental connection to it. They just don't know how to deal with that, or haven't had to deal with it physically. Anyway, shut up, Pierre. Talk about brewing. All right. All right, so I got the app going. The grandfather app, so it's talking to me. So if you can see that grandfather app, I don't know, hopefully you can. Yeah, it looks like you can. I can see it on the screen. So current temperature is 74, so it's obviously dropped to 74 again after it heated up and started the timer. And this is the temperature change that's happened here. So if I can't shrink it down. And now this is, I'll forget about that. Now this is the timer on how long it's taking. We've already gone through delayed heating, which was 11 hours. Prepare for mash. I had to mash my grains. I had to grind all my grains down manually. I did it all myself with a grinder. Mash has already been finished. That's a 40-minute mash. And now we've got the mash out, which is 75.6, not 76, 75.6 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Okay, I'll get it right one day. Good thing about this app too is if I'm going, I can pause it and get back to it later. But that's stupid because it would just mash and mash and mash with me pausing. Probably won't get any extra sugars out of it. Then we've got the sparge. We've got a sparge at 75 degrees C, which I'll bring that back down to 75. I've got a thing over here, which is my sparge tank. You'll probably see it in the long view on the video. So that's what I'm working with, and grain farmers do work well when it comes to that. It's Bluetooth, it's not Wi-Fi, which would be great if it was Wi-Fi. I can sit in the lounge room, not worry about it, just sit in there and watch TV. But I couldn't talk to you blokes either, could I? Or girls. Yeah, how's this going? Is it still cold? Too cold. Still got ice in it. Oh, that's stupid. Why the hell did I forget about that? Is it because I'm distracted from you guys? I reckon it is. 12 minutes. Just Sam. G'day, Just Sam. How are you, mate? G'day, Pierre. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, likewise. Sam's Chronicles. Is that right? I reckon it is. But it was Sam's Chronicles, but now it's just Sam, isn't it? I'll still watch your videos, mate. Anybody out there got a YouTube channel they want to share? Blame me. Granny, blame me. What am I blaming you for, Granny? It's all good. Yeah, if you want to share a YouTube channel, I'm happy to promote it a little bit if you've got a good one. Yes, mate. Yep. Good on you, Just Sam or Sam. Love it. I've been trying. Just Sam has a YouTube channel, and it's quite good. He goes around just what is it? An out and about video channel, I suppose. I don't know if you changed it now, but it was out and about. It's sort of a mix of different things. Frozen. Oh, that's because we got distracted. That's what it was. Yes, on your granny. Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself. Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself. Okay, Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself. Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself video channel. Check it out. I haven't had a look yet, but I will in a minute. Now he's posted it. Let's have a look. I wonder if I can actually... Let's have a look. Can't wait. How do I get out of this? Got it. DIY. Andy's Workshop and DIY. Look at that. Oh yeah? Okay. You guys will see this. Hope you don't mind, Andy. I'm going to play one of your videos on my phone. That's him there.
Brew setup. Basically it's a cage at the end of the tube with a float that basically keeps the tube submerged under the liquid as you transfer between the fermenter and the cage.
Sorry, I'm trying to block the light from the phone. There you go.
I'm noticing that the cage, it isn't weighted, so it has a tendency to float up along with the float itself and not stay below the level of the liquid. So
okay, if you guys are interested, that actually sounds pretty good. You got a good speaking voice there, mate. Appreciate it. I'll subscribe. Why won't it let me subscribe?
This piece of 316 stainless, it's basically a bit of old sail.
Hang on, I can't subscribe. I'm in the wrong section. Hang on. Good on you, mate, for sharing that. Appreciate it. Just Sam. Perfect weather for making beer up here at the moment. Is it perfect weather because it's cold, or is it perfect weather because it's just sunny and beautiful? Because we have winter here, and it's bloody cold. It's been raining, and funny enough, the sun's just come out. How awesome's that? Okay. This is really... Oh, here we go. You... Switch account. Here we go. Andy, Andy's Workshop. I'm going to subscribe to your account as soon as I can find it again. Your videos download with history. Short time. Got it. Subscribed. Good on you, mate. Cheers. Looks like you got a lot of good little do-it-yourself stuff. I'm always interested in doing all that sort of stuff. I learn a lot from YouTube as people like yourself, so it's really awesome. I appreciate you sharing your channel. Cheers. Okay, what we got over here? 20 to 25 during the day. Oh, Sam, you suck. Our temperature is at the moment about 15 degrees Celsius during the day and about 2 degrees Celsius at night. But dog's barking, I don't know why. I thought he might be in trouble. He's not. Yeah, so this is defrosted now. Still got a bit of ice in there. I can't test the pH until it's actually around about 20 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to have to just wait till it warms up. That's warm. I'll put it on top of the sparge water. That'll heat it up. Alright, what we got? We've got 7 minutes to go, and then we're going to drag the basket out and start sparging. Now, last time I was able to bring the basket out and have the sparge tap. Can you see that? Can you see that? You can't see the tap. Right there. Oh, yeah, you can just see it in the edge here. Might move the camera so you can see it a bit better. Not really, eh? There we go. So they've got the sparge tap, and it just fit under the basket, so I could actually open the tap and just run it in, which seemed to work. I hope it's still the same. I have done a fair few adjustments. Finroo Home Brewing, hello, cheers. Finroo, how you going, mate? He's the first channel I watched pretty much on YouTube when I first started, and he was an inspiration to get this channel going. And he's still going strong. So if you guys are interested, check out Finroo Brewing. New Zealander guy. I'll be heading to New Zealand, by the way, Finroo, in October. If you're around, I might try and come and say hi if you want me to. Yeah, so check out his channel. Really informative, very intelligent guy, and he's able to grow his hops, not like me. Oh, 6 minutes. Okay, come on, warm up. Oh, now it's warm. Yeah, okay, that's working. Alright, leave it there. You guys probably can't see it. I'll show you what I'm doing. Get over there, wide view. There you go. So it's up here. Alright, I'm going to use this camera for a while. I'm bored looking at that one. And you can see a bit more of what I'm doing here. You'll see me pull it up. I wish I had a producer. I wish I had somebody come along and would happily film me and do all the production work, and that way I don't have to worry about it. But I got to worry about everything. So I do all my own editing. I do my own videos. I think of what I have to do. A lot of the time I wing it. With the Igulu, I didn't wing it. I actually did some research to make sure I got the information correct. But nearly everything else I do, I just wing it. And that's just the nature of the channel. Simple, easy. Hopefully it's easy going for you to watch as well. What I might do, move this little fella out of the way, because this is empty at the moment. I've got so much crap in here at the moment, it's just terrible. Oh! Give myself some bench space. There you go, you can see heaps more now. And you can see my little chat over here. This one here is you guys talking. Can I make it smaller? I can't make it smaller. That's as small as it goes. Anyway, what's your experiences with USO4 yeast, mate? Oh, actually, funny you should say that. The last beer I did had USO4 in it. It was I'm going to do a tasting on it. It was the Velvet. Hang on, where is it? I put it down here somewhere. What did I do with the box? It was a Muntons Creamy Velvet, or Velvet Creamy, or Velvet Smooth, whatever. Oh, here it is. This one actually had SO4 in it. Rich Creamy Velvet. This is a milk stout from Muntons. It's actually really nice. I've tasted it already. It works great. What happened, though, is the fermentation was really weird. It didn't seem like it was fermenting. It was just fermenting very slowly. But by the end, it actually did its job. It fermented down to what it was meant to. I learnt a fair bit from this, actually. What time is it? About 3 minutes. I learnt a bit from it. Basically, I put lactose in it. Lactose brought the... actually... I did a video. It was the last video I did. And if you want to know what happened in that video, I worked it out after I posted the video. I just realised what actually went wrong. So when I do the tasting on it in the near future, I'll talk about what went wrong. I have a Firmzilla Titan. No, not a Firmzilla. Apollo Titan from Keg King. And it's a Titan. It's a stainless steel fermenter, which has calibrations on the side to tell you how much fluid we have in it. And they're inaccurate. So I'm going to have to do a new calibration. I'm actually going to have to stick a stick in it so I know exactly how much beer I have in there, or fluid I have in there from the future, for future reference. What I did was filled her up, checked it by eye to the height, and I was completely wrong. I was about 4 litres out. It was about 19 litres. And I checked the gravity, and it was 1.09 8 or something like that, which is huge. I thought, how can be that high in sugar levels? And I just went, okay, my thing's faulty. So I grabbed a analog. Sorry if I heard something. Analog checker, and it read the same thing. So I said, well, I've done something wrong. I'm just going to have to ferment it. So it was 1.099. Popped in the fermenter, put it in the house where it was constant temperature of 19 to 20 degrees Celsius all the time. Most of the time anyway, and it started fermenting. It did ferment a little bit. We heard gas coming out. It was fermenting at 5 psi for about 2 days, and then I increased it to 15, and it worked really well. And it was actually increasing and fermented, and I left it for about 2.5 weeks, and it stopped at 10:33. But the pill, where is it? This thing stopped working. It stopped giving me readouts, so I didn't know where it was. So I left it a few more days, and tested it, and found that it's finished. So I kegged it, tasted it. It tastes bloody awesome. It came out beautiful. So I feel that it might be something to do with the yeast. The actual beer itself is about 6% alcohol volume. And it was my mistake. That the reason why it was so high in sugar is because I didn't have enough fluid in there. So I should have added water. 8 seconds. It's time to start doing the sparge. I'll bring you back to the other one. Right. Okay, that's stopped. All right, the hard part. Actually, do I have a full... No, I didn't have that 2 camsine to... No. Woo, woo, woo. That's hot. Alright, get the handle. Where's the handle gone? You ready? Oh, look at that. The tap does actually go under. I just have to move that forward a little. Perfect. How's this looking? Oh, that's warming up now. You're right. That'll be nearly ready, that one. Just let that drain a little. And what happens with grain fibers, can you see? Yep. What happens with grain fibers is it starts to boil as soon as you say you're going to start sparging. And it'll boil it up to 98 degrees Celsius before boil until you finish sparging, and then you just say you finish sparging and it will start boiling. So it does it while you're waiting. So open the tap. You start the sparge water. I'm sure you guys can see what's going on there. Hopefully it's not foggy. Yep, you can. I'll just move the scene a bit, 2 cams. Damn, I have to move the camera. Slow that down a little bit. That's better. Try and get you in there a little bit. Cool. We'll fix that a little bit. Yeah, we want everything to be nice, don't we? Now I'll slow that down. When you watch it drain out, looks like we had a pretty good flow. We didn't get a stuck sparge or anything. That's great. So it's flowing nicely. That's good to know. Doesn't matter, I can let it go. Fill it up before it starts draining for it to drain. That'll do. Won't matter. Turn it off, let it drain out a bit. Now really the wort should be clear, or the water should be clear on top of the wort now. I'll just give it a bit, let it drain right down a bit, and then I'll try again. Of course, the grains will settle in the basket, so you've got the top plate and the grain bed. As it's been mashing, the grain bed will shrink down, and there will still be a gap between the top plate and the grain bed. So I can leave it for a bit to get it right down on top of the mash the grain bed, and then put more water in. It's going to take a little bit to finish draining, so we should be getting to, I think, around about 27 litres or something in the end. Hang on, let's see what it says. Okay, leave it alone. I don't want to trigger it. So on the actual, while we're doing this, if you guys are interested, you've got a fair few watching. While we're doing this, sorry, I've got to check your chats in a sec. While we're doing this, it can actually, there's a little thing on the side of the grain father, which you can't see me looking at the moment. It's like a button. You can press it and tell how many litres you've put in so far, and the unit will know that you put in, let's say I've just put in 5 litres. I pushed down and allowed it to say 5 litres. Just so you can measure what you've been putting in. I'm going to put more in now. But because I've measured everything out beforehand, every bit of water I put in is the amount that we need. So it makes it easy. It's probably not needed up there anymore. Close it off. So what I'm doing is putting more water in. Let's say I've just put in 3 litres. I just wrote in 3 litres. Not that it's important, but it's something to talk about. Let's check out your chats. Let's have a look while we're doing this. Okay, Pierre, where are we going to have a jam? Ha ha! Sam, that sounds like a good plan. When are we going to have a jam, he says. Okay, Andy's workshop. and do it yourself. That's interesting. I'm using SO5, so it will be good for me to try SO4. Yeah, definitely. M&J, what just happened then? M&J, are you going to make a dog treats with the grain? Now, that is a great idea. I should, but I don't own the dog, and when I suggested it to the owner, he said no. So I just use it as fertiliser for my garden at the moment, I'm sorry to say. It's a pity. It would be good for him. Hi Pierre, do those plates work better? Yes, Sean. Sean, these plates have been a godsend. I almost sold this unit and bought something else because I thought it was a waste of money, because the top plate and the bottom plate were such a hassle to use when they first brought them out. And getting these stainless steel ones without the rubber seal has been a godsend. It's just brilliant for me. Some people never had any issues with it. I definitely did. Rabbi, could be good for chickens. Yeah, I don't have any chickens, so, you know. Let's see how much water we got left. It's still flowing pretty quick, so what we got down there? It's about, I reckon, a little bit over half full at the moment. Getting warm now. It's starting to fog up in here. Open the window. It's a little shed. It's insulated, and it is about 15 degrees outside at the moment. And now that it's warmed up in the shed, I'm going to take my jumper off in a minute. Now I'm going to take a pH reading while we're waiting for this to do this. We need something to use to measure it in. I have no container. Where's it? Oh, there we go. That's where that got to. So I got this cup. This is a old Simple Home Brew. This is the old Simple Home Brew logo. It's a little bit different to the one I made. I made this one first. I actually went online and got it automated and made automatically, but it was awful. And I used it for probably a year and a half to 2 years. Then I got onto Coral Draw and actually made my own on Coral Draw. So if you're wondering, yes, I did create the logo by myself on my own. Alright, got a pH meter. I'll quickly rinse that in nothing because I haven't got anything to rinse it in. Do I have water? I don't have any water. pH meter. Let's see what the pH is. We'll just give it a rough guess, I suppose. Let it settle. It's reading 5.5 at the moment. Hang on. Give me some time. Temperature is 18.6. I pretty much judged that pretty close. Okay. The pH is 5.58, so it was actually a bit higher than it should have been after I put the grains in. 5.56 it got to, hold. So 5.56, so it's a bit higher than it should have been. I don't know how much that will affect the beer. It shouldn't overly do it bad. Shouldn't be over bad. Shouldn't be fine. Not that I can do much about it now anyway. Learning. There's a few more salts that I have to get that I can use to enhance the what is it? I need to get salts basically. Oh, I also need to boil this. I forgot about that. I've got to get this heated up so I can kill the bacteria. No, I know what I'll do. I'll give it a rinse in cold water and I'll soak it in a glass of sanitizer. That will be the way to go. So I might also use this cup for that. I'll go rinse this out. Be back in 5. So when I go into the house, I just mute my mic to, you know, they like their privacy, so we'll keep it that way. What you're hearing there is my bottle of sanitizer. I make up a 20 litre batch of sanitizer so I can keep it stored. So there you go. So it's in. That'll soak in there for about 15 minutes. It only needs 30 seconds to sanitize it, but 15 minutes will definitely make sure it soaks right through. Okay. Feels like it's getting close to the end. We'll have a look at it in a minute, see what it looks like. I'm just looking at your chats, guys. Could be good for chickens. After that, are you running to do more all grain vids, mate? Planning? Yeah. I don't get a lot of views on my all grain vids. I'm sorry to say. So I gave up on it because it's such a lot of work to edit and make them. That's why I stopped doing it. I get a lot more views on my extract ones. But I'm really missing doing it. That's why I'm doing this one today. I'm really missing it, and I want to do more, and I'm going to do more. Thanks for asking, Sean. Appreciate it. Just Sam. Pierre, are you going to make some wine in the near future? I really like those wine vids, mate. Funny you should say that. I'm working on one right now. I've got a Merlot going. Let's see. Over in the corner of the room here, can you see my hand? Can you see? Yeah, just down there is actually a wine. It's clearing at the moment. It's got about a week left. And I'm going to transfer that to the bottle. And once I've transferred the bottle and tasted it, my wine videos are going to be edited and put up. I've already edited most of it. I just need to do the transferring to the bottle part, which is coming. You'll probably see it in another 2-3 weeks, maybe a month. See, it depends on how quickly I get the video edited. But appreciate you saying that, Sam. Really makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. What's your pH in your water? The pH in my tap water, my base water at home, is 7.1 pH. That's the Traralgon Water Board's reading. I actually went on their website, checked out the pH, and by the time it gets to my tap, I'm sure it's the same. I just have to trust that. I could just test it with the pH meter, but why not just trust what the water board says? And it's been pretty accurate already. I've been able to bring it down, but maybe it was a bit harder this time round. And also, guys, I put in a Camden tablet to neutralise the chlorine and chloramine, which is in my water supply as well, and a lot of municipal water supplies. And that will help me with the flavours in the beer. When it ferments, it doesn't bring out those bad flavours. It doesn't taste so much like home brew beer when you do it that way. So just to give you an idea. And the final pH, what I read just then with the grains in it, was 5.6. I think that's what I said. Have you ever brewed with distilled water? No, I haven't. I've never thought to do that. Is that a good thing? Is distilled water pretty hard, or is it very soft? These are the questions, I suppose. I was thinking of distilling my own water and then brewing it. That might work because I've got a distillation system. Somebody asked me if I've done water from rainwater. If I've ever ever brewed with rainwater. Hang on, just closing the door. Oh, that's my old body moan. Yeah, rainwater. Use rainwater. But I still got to make sure it's clean. That's the problem. Got to filter it. My water is filtered into the shed, and then I give it an extra Camden tablet to get rid of the chlorine and chloramine. The chlorine will evaporate in about 24 hours, just naturally, but a chloramine won't. It will stay, and you can't even boil it out. So you need to use a Camden to get rid of that, which is metabisulfite or something. I can't remember what Camden is now, but it's a chemical. Don't use much because it can be poisonous. I have learnt a lot from you. Keep up the great work, Pierre. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate your input. You're a good bloke. So I got taught that if the pH is over 5, all you need to add is lactic acid. I agree. I have heard that you can just throw lactic acid in and to drop the pH down to whatever you need to. I needed my pH to be 5.4, so it wasn't too bad. You're right. Yeah, I heard that too. I haven't tried it. I don't have any lactic acid. That's the problem. That's my next step, is learn how to do all that sort of stuff. All grain brewing is a whole different world to extract brewing. It's a lot more involved, and I'm still yet to learn most of that. And I'm only learning off guys like you guys, and I appreciate it too, by the way. This is nearly finished. That's cool. Sorry about the video interruption there. There we go. Okay, we'll turn the power off. Make sure I've got all the water. Whee! Oh, yep, she's empty. How about that? Now I can take that and pull it out. Get this out of the way. Alrighty, where's the handle? Here. A little bit of water left in there. I'll just tip that in. Oh, and make sure I get it in there. Bloody hell. Alright, if you guys are following the channel, I have 3 videos that I haven't posted yet, which are coming up. I'm trying to do one a week if I can at the moment, while I've got the time. I've got a tasting video, which I'm going to share with you guys once the mash starts. I've also got a... can't remember what I've got now. I've got 3 up there. I'll find out. Holy jeez. What have I got? YouTube Studio content. Okay, yeah, I went to 5 Aces in Erica. So I went to Erica, Victoria, and did a tasting video up there, out and about. I also have... oh, actually, that's the last one. I'm sorry, I haven't got any more. That's the only one I've got left, which I'll share with you guys very soon. Ah, gee, I thought I put that up. Well, you're going to see it. It's going to be supplied or going to be shown to everyone else. It's a 10-minute video. It's going to be released in hang on. I'm sure I have another video. No, I haven't put it on the video. I haven't uploaded it yet. That's why. Okay, where can we send you stuff, Pierre? Where can we send you stuff, Pierre? In my videos, I have an address. If you just click on one of the videos and go into the in the comments section. No, not the comments section. In the description, I have an address there. You just send it to that address, which is 79 Princes Highway, Traralgon. If you want to send me stuff, that's great. Thank you. Andy's Workshop to Do It Yourself. How long do you keep your pallet hops in the freezer? Until I use it. I haven't really seen any problems with having it there for 6 months. Sometimes I've had it for a year there. I do use them after about 12 months. I'll use them. They don't seem to. It doesn't seem to affect it that I can tell. Look, yeah, I know what the rules are. I guess if it's going, sorry, keep thinking the microphone's falling down. If it smells funny or changes or the flavour changes, I won't use it. But that's how it works. It's like what is it? Best before dates. You can use that best before, but it still can be used after that. So what's the problem, really? Good question though. I've never really looked into how long we should do it. I do have a YouTube friend, Mike from Bitter Reality Brewing. He is a world of knowledge. If you want to check his channel out, he has taught me truckload of stuff. I'm trying to be polite here. Very intelligent, very informative. Just give the channel a check out if you have time. He's from Florida in the States, and yeah, he has a high temperature environment that he brews in, and he's got a huge brew shed, I should say it's a brewery now. Yeah, check it out. So I've heard him talk before about his frozen hops. He has a big freezer full of them, and he's never really thrown anything out that I can tell. Or he'll make a beer and just use them up really quick if he thinks he should get rid of them. But I've never heard him say anything about anything bad happening to hops while it's been frozen. I guess if you've got fish, I don't know why I said fish, but fish or meat or products like that can't be frozen forever. It does eventually go funny. But that's all I can think of, sorry to say. Alright, so we're going to have a look at these grains now and see how the water's travelling. It is still dripping. There you go, so the grain bed, you can see the grain bed now, what it looks like. Can you? Yes, you can. So that's settled. Now, when I first started brewing and doing grains, there was a comment saying, or not comment, but there was advice saying, don't push on the grain bed. Yeah, I got it right. It's a cod's wallop. I've never had a problem. They were saying if you push on it, it pushes out the bitter part of the grain. But if it's going to come out, it's going to come out with the water anyway. That's how I feel. So I am actually going to push down on the grain to try and squeeze as much fluid as I can out of it. Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, it's still a fair bit in there, so we'll get that back out and wait for it to settle a bit more. Yeah, if you think I'm doing the wrong thing, let me know. I don't mind. The only way I can learn is from people like yourselves. Cheers, mate. We've got some... now, I'm going to read out some more comments. Andy's Workshop and Do It Yourself, or DIY. Cheers, mate. I've got some that have been here for around 8 months, and I'm still getting... great flavour and aroma. Yeah, I've never seen it being a problem really. Sorry, I couldn't read the great because there's a big heart in front of it. You know, some people press a heart to say they like the video. Yeah, some people do that. Oh, by the way, have you actually liked this video while you're watching it? There's a hint. When you press the like button on videos like this, it pushes the algorithm hard and actually makes people, or shares the channel with a lot more people as you do it. So if you really like to, cheers, guys. All right, this is still dripping. I'm just quickly calculating how much. It says I put 15 litres in there. How's it looking? Looking good. Just need a bit more time. Let it keep dripping. Might take another 10 minutes before the dripping stops. And I really want to extract as much fluid as I can out of this, so yeah. Oh yeah, what I was getting at before when I was talking about, while we're waiting, what I was getting at before was I ran my own lines to the shed. I've run an extension cable from my house, 15 amp plug in the house. That's a garden plug that I've got. Ran it out under the ground through conduit, fairly deep, probably about this deep, I would say about a foot. Which would be 12 inches, which would be, what's 12 inches in feet? What's feet? It's bucket, I don't know, half a metre. Probably less than that, it's about 300 mil. Straight under the shed, up through the floor and into the shed. And it's not wired, it's actually cable, extension leads and power boards. Every power board in the shed has protection in it, as well as I do have a meter board at the front with a active fuse or active circuit breaker that'll trip, and I have tripped it before, so it's fairly safe. I also have run a Ethernet cable from my modem through my house wall, in through the roof, back down underground at the same area, but not with each other, but separately, so they don't short across each other. It is known that with Ethernet cable, you shouldn't run it with power cable. It tends to cause static problems, arcing, things like that. So you don't run it together, but I ran it into the shed as well. And now that's why I can live stream with you guys so much better. And there's no cutouts or dropouts. It's actually running really well. And ever since I've been broadcasting, this is the first broadcast, by the way, using it. it has been on excellent all the way through, green all the way. It's been great. Just so you know that I do all this myself. I built this shed myself. This is a cedar shed. It didn't have lining in the roof or anything like that. I had to put all that on myself. And it's been great because I can brew out here in the winter time, have a hot brew system that's really stopped. It's only dripping a little bit now. And it warms the shed up beautifully. It's like a heater in here now. It's really hot. I want to take my jumper off. I think I might do that. Hang on, I'll do that in a sec. I'm talking on tangents, just trying to keep you guys occupied while I'm waiting for this to finish draining. Because it's boring otherwise. Oh, it's hot. Alright, still a fair bit going on. Who's watching this at the moment? Who out of you guys do all grain brewing like this on a Grainfather? Can you drop me a hint? How long do I leave it dripping? I mean, it stopped dripping now, so is that enough? Is that finished? This would be the question, wouldn't it? My opinion, that's the way it should be. Now, I'll drop that into the bucket here. And what I do when I drop them in buckets like that is the fluid that drips in here. You can't see the bucket on the floor, but I've got a bucket on the floor here. While this is heating up and getting ready for boiling, which is now I've just set it to get it going. Once it's set boiling, whatever's left over in here that's been dripping out of my basket, malt pipe, I'll pour that in as soon as it starts boiling. So I've just got that little bit of extra fluid that I might have missed out on when I left it. Okay, we're looking at, on the gauge on the side, where is it? Where's it? Oh, there it is. 30, 21, 28, 27, 26 litres we've got in there. I need to be finished with 21 minimum because I want at least 19 litres for my keg. So that will be hopefully pretty close. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to wait for this to get to 100 degrees Celsius, start boiling. We need to keep our eye on it now. I don't know if you guys have done boiling like this before. Need to watch it because you get a wake. Oh, is it a wake? I forgot what it's called. Something to do with surfing anyway. It'll actually make the creaminess of the beer overflow, which would be the bubbles. It's like milk. When you boil milk, it overflows out of your, whatchamacallit, out of your pot if it gets boiling. And you've got to keep your eye on it to stop it from doing that. There's methods of keeping it down. I haven't had an overflow really. I've only ever had it once. But the best way is to turn the heat off and stir it with your stirring stick or your paddle and go from there. Just do it every time. Alright, that's done. That can go over here. Just cleaning up a little bit. I have hops that have got to go in. That's a 25 gram pack of hops. We're meant to put 14 grams of hops in, so I'll measure that out now. Why would they give me a 25 gram if I only need 14? I don't know. That's just supplies, I suppose. Oh, that's wet. I'll dry it on my shirt. I keep forgetting you guys can hear everything I'm saying. Hops. Get that tray. Also, a bit more advice. If you're working in a shed, that was lucky. Where'd he go? Oh, no. Oh, jeez. I've been able to get... I work in an automotive store at Autobarn in Traralgon, if you guys are interested. These rags, these are automotive rags. They cost me $20 or $25 for 50 rags, 50 pack, and they're lasting forever. I wash them again and reuse them. They are awesome for brew sheds like this to do this. So we need 14 grams of hops. With scissors, no scissors. I don't know. And these are bittering hops. They're just for making it a little bit more bitter. Hence the name. Open her up. They're Melba. And they just smell like hops. There you go. If you can see that. There you go. I'm going to put 14 grams. Now, I'd like to thank just to let you know, this scale was given to me by a subscriber, and it's just been a godsend. Oh, lost one. It has saved me a lot of heartache in the future for future measurements, because I was using a huge scale, and the scale was giant, and it couldn't measure increments like this one. This is 14.3 grams. I couldn't get to 0.3 at all, and when I poured in, I want 1 gram, it would jump to 2 grams and wouldn't stay on 1, so it was really awful. And this has just really helped out heaps. And it's a Chinese unit, probably cost nothing, hardly anything, but it's freaking awesome. It was the best gift I ever had here. One of the best gifts, I should say. I shouldn't say it was the best, because there are guys out there who give me stuff too, like the pill and a temperature controller, which is coming up with a message on it. Connect this device to internet by using your phone. Now, it was connected, so why is it not connected now? Okay, this is getting close to boiling. I'm sure you can see that really well. Yep, it's getting foamy. I will get my stick now. You guys keep talking amongst yourselves. I'm still thinking about what I'm doing here. Okay, and I enjoy these streams as they are good to be able to chat with fellow brewers. Same here. This is exactly why. Sorry, Andy's workshop Do It Yourself and Do It Yourself said he enjoys these live streams because it gives us a chance to talk to each other, and I think that's bloody awesome. Hot break. Yes, that's what it's called, a hot break. What we're talking about, Andy Do It Yourself workshop Do It Yourself, was talking about the foam here, and when it gets to boiling point, you get a hot break, which is the foam coming out, and you've got to watch that and keep an eye on it. It's at 98 degrees Celsius at the moment. If you don't the boil, you a boil over. M and J, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but your wording's a bit weird. If you don't the boil, you are boiling over. Boil over. Just, yeah, sorry about that. It made me think about it for a bit. Yeah, if you don't watch the boil, you will get a boil over. That's for sure. You can see it's starting to foam more. Have you noticed there seems to be a lot of craft breweries going under? Now, Sean, why? Is there something going wrong, or can they get stock? Or why are they doing that? We have had so many craft breweries around, and they're growing. People are building more. COVID stopped a lot of that, but that's gone. That's 4 years ago now, 2 years ago. And suddenly now we're getting all these breweries going down. What's going on there? And I'm trying to visit these places. I guess it's a bit like what was it? Frozen yogurt. There was a big boom on frozen yogurt in the 90s and 2000s. It was a craze, and these companies were building frozen yogurt shops all over the world, flat out. And now you can't even find one. I guess, has the industry been flooded? I mean, in America, maybe. In Australia, we're only just beginning, you know. I don't know. I think it can be a lot to do with poor management. Bear with me. Okay, boil reached. That means I've got to put hops in. Oh, like my Mountain Culture t-shirt. Right, just about there. Tax stopping it. Yeah, I don't know. That was the question too. Is it taxes that are stopping it? Are they overtaxing our breweries now and they can't afford it? I think. Press start to start to boil. Okay. Hop addition. It's gone in. 14 grams. The boil has begun. I'll just keep an eye on this for a minute while the hops are in there. They'll cause a hot break. Yeah. Shush. Jeez. 60 minutes the boil goes for. Yeah, I think the government is ruining it for them. Look, it is to buy a craft beer from a brewery. Just a can of beer. Some of them are like $18 for a can, and I think that has a lot to do with taxes. It's a bit sad that it is, but I think that's what's going on. There you go. So just keep an eye on that. All right. So we're doing the boil now. It's actually boiling. I'll keep an eye on it for a little while. It's a rolling boil, so that's good. So far, so good. Doesn't look like it's gonna go crazy. Yeah. So I'll leave that. I'll keep an eye on it, but I'll leave that now for 60 minutes. And it should boil off about 4 to 5 litres. And what I say, it was 26 litres. So I'll be pretty close to what I need. Yeah, all right. So yeah, I think they're up in the price for these craft beers, but to get the support from the community around, you have to have a pretty good high-end beer, like Mountain Culture does. Our local brewery here is really hitting it hard. They're going into everything. There's 150 breweries, craft breweries, at Gabs this year. 150, with about 400 or 500 beers being presented on that. So that's a lot of competition. Get out, bloody wasp. So I think that's a lot to do with it. Competition is a massive thing, and you just have to step above and beyond. I'm a brew channel. I have a lot of competition as well. I know that my brew channel's a step up from some, but that's my choice. I put the time and effort in to try and do as best I can that I have. And I think breweries do the same, but there's some that don't. It makes sense. And if you haven't got the talent to keep it going, you won't get the finances to run the brewery, basically. And I think that's a lot to do with it as well. And this next few years is going to iron out, to my opinion, no one else's, just my opinion, is going to iron out those breweries who aren't as good as the other breweries. It makes sense. I've had some beers from some breweries that are out there, very tiny breweries, and they're bloody awesome. But they don't keep it up. It changes next time they do a brew, and that's not, consistency's not there. And that's a scary thought. A really good beer, make a great beer, make it consistent, keep doing it the same, and create more and become versatile in your brewing, and you go a long way, I think. I'm not a connoisseur, as you would say, on this stuff, but I just know through business that that's pretty much what business is. You have competition, you need to step above and beyond what the competition is doing, so you need to be better. I'm in a retail service company, and there are companies around it just like ours, but their service isn't there. We have knowledge, service quality, and product, where some companies don't. They're making money just through advertising and budgeting, or reducing the prices so people just go there because they know what they're after. But people who don't know what they're after, they need people like my business to show how to use the product they're going to purchase. That's the difference. Anyway, that's my opinion. Forget I said any more than that. Okay, tax stopping it. Paid $12 the other day for Granny. Did you pay $12 for one can? Quality was good as what I do too. As good as what I do too. So why pay $12? Exactly. If you can make a craft beer and have it at home and have it taste exactly the same as your brewery, that means the brewery is not doing it properly. No, sorry, I'll take that back. That means you're doing something right. If it's just as nice what you're doing, you don't need to go to a brewery. So the brewery is going to have to go higher again and break all those barriers and try and get you into there. And that's where the issues are. Look, one can, yeah. So one can was $12. It's expensive. So it saddens me because I've just really only gotten into beer. Guys, I don't know if you know, I come from a family where everyone's an alcoholic in my family, except me. Well, I might be now, I don't know. But I'm going to have a break soon. I'm doing Dry July, by the way. I'm just going on a tangent, I'm sorry. I only just started drinking beer when I was in my 40s. I was only a alcohol drinker in my 40s. I never drank before then. I had family, kids. I was a designated driver. I've only just started recently. I'm 55 now. So last 15 years, I've been drinking. Never drank much before that. Never cared to. Never had an inkling. But once I found flavour in beer, I went, oh shit, this is good. And that's why I keep drinking now. Yeah, anyway, back to it. Yeah, it surprises people when I tell them that. You don't drink, they say. And I say, no, mate, no, I don't. Fogging up. Back in a sec. Just open this door so I can get some air through. Just open this window. Alright, sorry about this. It's just because of all the steam, it's getting fogged up in here. I'll just let that go. You're going to see a lot of steam coming up through the camera now because of the brew that's happening down here. It's 54 minutes to go, and it doesn't look like it's going to boil over, which is awesome. I'm going to pour myself a Munton's rich creamy velvet beer, and I'll bring it to you and tell you how it tastes while we're waiting for this to finish boiling. I'll just grab myself a glass. I'll be back. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, remember I was talking about the juices? Still got a heap of juice in that. Put that in as well. Alright, I'm back. I just went out there and there's someone who bought chips. Lunch. Yeah, they're cold. Oh, no loo. I've got to go find something. Since I've got time. I've got a product from Keg King called a Quickie. What it is, it's a... Well, it's not in this one. It's a quick serving device that I can put a hose on, and I can quickly serve myself up some beer out of the keg without actually interfering with the keg. Yeah, I'm making a lot of racket, I know. But it's not in there. I'm gonna need a ladder, I think. Here it is. This is a Quickie from Keg King. How it works, put this back up here, is you put a bit of hose on it. Hang on, let's find some hose. Where's some hose I can use here? So get a bit of hose, and you slide it on the end, like that. Inside is a little pin, and that pin is attached to this, so you can take it apart and clean it. So it's a little pin that pushes the pin on your beer out of your keg, and allows you to take a sample of your keg, or even if you do a fermenter, you can do a quick sample by pushing down on it, and it doesn't lock on, it just lets it go as soon as it goes on. I'm going to get a sample of beer using this. I'm not going to use this hose because it's bloody dirty. I'll find a hose that's not dirty. Here we go. I'm going to clean it. What the? Just run sanitizer through it. Sorry, I know this is boring, but yeah, suggestion. Open studio. What's that say? Sorry, my thing's saying something funny to me. What's this? I probably should show you what I'm doing here, shouldn't I? Sponsored broadcasting. Oh no, it's gone now. That's alright. I'll just put you on it while it's boiling away. I'll just put you on the wide view, just so you can see what the bloody hell I'm doing. I'm sure you guys saw that. It was blinking away. Alright, just cleaning this tube out because I don't want it in my beer. It's a good thing about being in a backyard. Right. good. Spundy. I'm going to put sanitizer in that too. Not a spundy, sorry. Quickie. And there you go. There's my serving thing. Just be 2 secs. Chippies. What have we got there? 49 minutes. I'm just going to quickly go to the fridge. I've got the beer in and we'll try it out. You can hear me too, so just bear with me. Oh. That's the output. What's it got on there? Alright. Can't do it yet. Hang on. Just found out a heap of dirt's on top of the actual outlet, so I've got to clean it. And I'm just spraying the outpost at the moment with sanitizer and cleaning all the dirt off it. It was just when I took a sample, I left a bit of beer residue on it and it's dried up on there. We'll try that one again. Almost dropped the glass. Oh, alright, that's dripped all over everyone. Oh well. Alright, this is it. Right, that's back in the fridge. Right, we'll use this camera here. Here it is. This is the Rich Creamy Velvet Milk Stout by Muntons. It's a premium kit, so it's quite a high-end one. This is my glasses. I bought these a while back, and these are the stickers I'll be presenting at Gabs, or giving to people at Gabs when I get there. Okay. Oh, it smells good. It smells chocolatey. Now, you get an exclusive here. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Patreon members. I normally give it to you first. But if you're a patron and you're watching this at the moment, you get even better. Nice chocolatey smell. It's not carbonated fully yet. It's got lactic acid or lactose in it. So I can smell that. It's very beery. Let's taste it. Oh. Okay. Wasn't ready for that. Slightly bitter. Got a hang on. It's not as creamy as I thought it would be. Now it's cooled down. I think the carbonation is on spot on. I should leave that alone. Now I've sipped it a little bit. It's getting creamy on the tongue, getting the aftertaste is on there. It's very soft and smooth. It's sweetish. Of course, it's fermented down to 1030 or so, which I think is because of the lactic acid. It can't be fermented, apparently, or not lactic acid. It's lactose that was put into it. Can't ferment, apparently. The yeast won't eat it. Oh, it's very creamy, very nice. Another week, and that's going to be just phenomenal to drink. It's good now. It's got a got a bit of an aftertaste. It's got a home brew taste to it. Sorry. That's because I ate chips just a minute ago, and I think that's knocked my palate out. Yeah, it's good. Very tasty. Very, very nice, guys. Making your own home brew like this is just the way we should be. We should be able to make this stuff and enjoy it. I know that in Australia we have taxes on making whiskies and spirits. A pity, because if we could do that, then people are going to invent some of the best stuff around there and do it legally. It's unreal. Anyway, that's great. This beer is beautiful. Very happy with it. I'll pop it back onto the other camera just to show you what's happening with the brew. And I'm just going to sit back and eat some chips and relax. Actually, you guys don't want to see me eating. I told you I was going to post a video or share a video with you. I will in a sec. I'll find it. And I will share it with you when I find it. Delete. Yep. Loop. Browse. Videos. Muntins Milk Stout. Here we go. Muntins Milk Stout. I've got two here. I don't know which one's the right one. 11:29 p.m. 3:15. I'll do this one. Open. It might not be correct or perfect, but it's gonna be one. Okay. I'm gonna eat my chips. Wait for this to boil. I'll give you a 10-minute video of my Muntins. No. That's what I want. That's not what I want. It's not meant to be Muntins. It is. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm actually giving you the wrong video. It was meant to be something else. Muntins. Walk May. Igula Moondog. Port Welshmore. Stout Sydney. Rory. Moondog. Nope. What the? I can't find it. Stout tasting? What's this one? Nope, that's not it. Oh my god, sorry guys. I thought it was a walk one. I might actually not have it. Oh, something's frozen. That didn't work. I'll try again. Side cam, ending. Canon. Oh, sorry. This is painful. Videos. Should be in drive for storage. Yeah, oh, phone's vibrating. Why is my phone vibrating? Simple Brew, how to brew. Oh, Facebook. Well, I didn't do that. I didn't plan this very well, did I? King. I'm losing members now, aren't I? I give up. I don't think I have it. I was going to show you a video, but it's not actually available. Sorry. Oh, hang on. What's this one?
Hey guys, welcome back to Chloramine. It might be in the
That's not it. Alright, Black Rock Pixel, no. I'll search for it. It's 5 aces, so 5. How much you working? Yeah. Oh. Well, hello. I think I found it. No, that's not it. But where is that? Ah, okay, I'll show you this one anyway. I went to 5 Aces Brewery and it was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll just show you. I'll just mute my thing and I'll have some lunch, and you just can watch this if you like. Do you want to have a look? Or? Oh, you pay for it? Yeah. Sorry. This is, do you want me to carry that? Or you're right? No. Look at the old tables.
Yeah.
All the old retro.
Chairs, you know, toilet.
Bloody thing, it's done it again. It's the wrong size. I don't know, why won't it let me resize it? Do you want to have a look? Or? Oh, you pay for it? Yeah. Sorry. This is, do you want me to carry that? Or you're right? No. Look at the old tables.
Yeah.
All the old retro.
Chairs, you know, toilet. Oh yeah, outside.
Out back, keep going. More out back.
Oh,
Look at the big old dirty old truck. How cool is that?
the band goes on.
Yeah, little stage. Nice little hot fireplace around around the band area.
Got a skeleton in the top.
That need to turn off on me. Nice big live stage for the bands. This is awesome. My ball. This is like a TARDIS. You look at the front door and there's almost nothing to show. This is 5 aces. Nice little bar, just outdoor bar. So I'm at the 5 Aces Brewery in Nearham South. Looks like a new established one. They're slowly getting themselves together. I bought myself a 6-pack. So I get to taste them tonight, I reckon. And I'm loving it. Looking really good out here. Everywhere you go, you see deer heads. So look. That's where to make a levy. Oh yeah? Red IPA. Pretty cool, isn't it? Electronic system. Well, there you go. I'll find out have a video soon and see if I can post it to you. I'm enjoying this stout, it's bloody nice. It doesn't go with chips though. Chips change the flavour completely. Terrible. So the brew's about 35 minutes out of finish. Then we're going to cool it down. I do have a wharf lock to put in at 15 minutes to end the boil. And I need to sanitize my counterflow chiller. So I've got to start setting up for that. So, pardon me. So what I did is just reset my filler meter to 0 so that it will keep the water flowing through it all the time. I do have a sink here which has a pipe outside heading out towards the drain I have out there. One day I'm going to plumb that in. I'm going to actually dig a hole and plumb it back in and try and get it so it's hidden. But right now all I do is drag it out from under the shed. It's on a plastic conduit, which is a, what do you call them? Irrigation conduit. And I run that out to the drain. It's just water going through, but I'll flood the garden if I put too much water through it. When I do this, I'll run water from my hose here and run that into my counterflow chiller, and then run that into the sink, so that runs out into the drainage. This is how I do it. Works a treat. Got back into brewing recently due to the cost of carton coming into $70 here in Lake Macquarie, New South Wales. Cost of beer is phenomenal now in Australia. Of course, a carton, 24 cans, is really, really expensive. And if you're a bit of a drinker, if you drink maybe a carton a week, that's $70 a week you're spending on beer. You could brew your own for bloody... Well, actually, that's gone up a bit too, to be honest. You buy an extract kit now. Cooper's is $20 or so now. And then you got to wait for it. But it's still much cheaper. You get 2 cartons. Well, you get 20 litres or more. You get 23 litres of beer compared to 10 litres. That's 1 carton. It is well worth brewing your own, I can tell you. Excuse me. Alright, how about my chips? The chips have just gone on the floor. Now it's empty. I hope I don't do the same thing with the beer. I think I might need just a little bit more carbonation. Maybe not. No, I should shut up. It's fine. I should not question that. Hey guys, look, I have to say, thank you very much for sticking around for this video. Wasn't expected to have this many people watching it constantly. It's really good of you. Like I said, if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel, gets it shared more, and gets me going, and keeps me making more videos, and I really appreciate you doing that. Cheers. Now, some of you have joined us. Clayton. Sorry, Clayton. Someone just commented, and I'll read it out, all right? My second brew, a brown ale, was around $36. 22 for the extract and 14 for a fermentable packs. It's fermentables pack. And then all you had to do then was be patient and use a bit of effort, and you have a lot of beer to drink, and it's probably very nice. Clayton, thanks for sharing. Cheers. Yeah, Sam making me thirsty. Cheers, Sam. Now, some of you have just joined me. Thank you very much for popping by. I've got to remember this because I've been at this for 2.5 hours now, a bit longer. Thank you very much. Just so you know, on the 21st of June this month, on Friday, I am heading down to Gabs in Melbourne for the afternoon with a mate, and meeting up with some of the subscribers, some followers that follow us on the Simple Home Brew group. If you don't know the Simple Home Brew group, we've got 13,000 members, and hopefully 1 or 2 of you will pop by and say hi. And I just want to meet you. I just want to meet the audience, people who are supporting the channel and supporting the Simple Home Brew name. Really appreciate it. So if you're interested, pop by. Just come and say hi, tap me on the shoulder. I'll probably be filming something. I've got mates with me, so I'll have a good old yak with you. Yeah, just don't be a stranger. Just let me know you know the channel and give me the inspiration to keep doing these videos. All right, cool. Excuse me, I've got sinus problems, sorry. Okay, now who's talking? Patience is the challenge. Yeah, patience is the challenge. I mean, you can drink the beer once it's finished fermenting, but it never tastes as good as it does after about 2 weeks of resting. Who else we got? Sean. There is a brewery down the Gold Coast that fills 19-litre kegs. Yeah. Oh wow, that's cheap for $75. But when I looked at the other craft places, they are charging $175. Now, you're right. Our brewery in Traralgon fills your keg for $145, I believe. 19.5 litres, and that's great. Really good. $175. That's a bit rich, isn't it? I mean, $175. It's probably worth it if you like their beer, the one type of beer, and you don't try and mix it up. I mix it up so much. It's just crazy. 24 litres, 23 litres is too much for me. Anyway, back to it. Pardon me. Clayton, the homebrew shop in Clare, South Australia, makes fermentable packs for certain styles. This one was a mix of dextrose malt corn syrup, roasted barley. I'm going to talk about corn syrup in a sec. Not bad for $14. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's exactly how you should do it. Now, I had a commenter just recently. I use corn syrup powder for a couple of my brews just to try it out and see what it's like. And I got my butt ripped by somebody about it. Basically, he did this paragraph, this huge, in why it's so bad. And I did some research and found it's not that bad. It seems like someone who's just being a bit extreme about things. Corn syrup is GMO. He said GMO adapted corn to make corn syrup, and the way they process it makes it carcinogenic and it changes your genetics. Things like that was really, really full on. And I just went, yeah, pull your head in, mate. I'm only doing this once. It's no problem. I left it on there. It's on one of my videos. Which one would it be? It was on. I don't know. I can't remember the video, but it was on that. If you want to have a read of it, it's bloody huge. Very interesting. Nonetheless, he's probably true about a lot of things that they do, but we don't have corn syrup mostly in Australia. We use raw sugar or sugar from our plantations here that aren't GMO adapted or adjusted. Sorry about the blinking with the camera. That's just the adjustment. So yeah, corn syrup can actually be for long-term use can be harmful to your genetics, and it's true. They have modified it that much that now it does harm you in some ways if you have too much of it. So stick with your white sugar, cane sugar. That's just my advice, and it tastes great too. And of course, we're in Australia, so why not? All right, we've got some people here. Dazza Bogan. Hey, Dazza, how are you, mate? Yeah, mate, not wrong. Price of beer is unreal these days. Worth a few weeks' wait. Cheers, mate. It is definitely worth a few weeks' wait. Beer does age really well. It changes really quickly. So if you have like ales and ales, pilsners, not lagers. Lagers you need to give time, and stouts you need to give time as well. A stout will age for 6 months, and it'll just improve over that time period too. So it's really great. Sean, I'd done a beer TAFE course, and all these things we asked, and the teacher said it was a bunch of crap. Yeah, true. It is. I reckon it is. A lot of it. I did do the research on the corn syrup bit to find out more information, and yeah, sure enough, scientifically there is an issue, but it's not huge at all. Yeah, so with the ales and stuff like that, you can age them for a couple of weeks and they come out beautiful. With stouts and darker beers, I don't know, reds, brown ales. What we got? Stout, wheat, porter. Excuse me, I've got a little chart here with all the names of beers on here. I don't know what a bock is. They will need to age a little bit longer, so my suggestion would be taste it as you go, and as soon as you get to the flavour you want, start serving it. Whereas ales and stout are different. Beer TAFE course. I didn't know you could do a TAFE course on beer. Maybe I should do that. Might learn something.